All right, I appreciate everybody making time tonight. It's March 12th, 2015. We're having our weekly business meeting. Brian, if you want to give us a quick rundown of the finances.
Okay. No change since last week. No, nothing came in, nothing went out. Our current balance is $232.34 across our checking and PayPal balances. We
Okay.
have rent due around the 25th, so about 2 weeks. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah.
How long does it usually take for stuff to go from PayPal is credited and transferred to the checking account?
Uh, I think it usually says 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
I went ahead and took care of mine.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of mine.
Dana and Rick, or where'd Rick go?
I'm about to do mine right now.
Um, Also, Jeff said that we can pay uh, our rent to their PayPal account.
Yeah, and I think that if we do it that way, we don't incur any kind of uh, charges or anything, right?
How's that? Doesn't he
From
lose money that way?
well, from PayPal to PayPal, doesn't it not? You don't pay a service fee. It's only for processing a debit card, right?
I got you.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
As far as I know, you don't pay the service fee unless you do like like I would pay a service fee to pay the makerspace from my bank account
Hmm.
to the space, but I think from PayPal account to PayPal account, if it's
As
already
long
in,
as long as you flag it as the right kind of transaction,
yeah.
maybe.
Gotcha. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Up until this point, I've always gave him a check. So he just had mentioned that one time.
Yeah, well, he had asked me about it, and I said I think if you do from PayPal to PayPal, then it doesn't take the service fee. Um, the biggest things we have on our agenda, obviously, we've got some upcoming events. Um, we've got March Art Walk, which is tomorrow. I'll be there. Who else is going to be available for that art walk?
I'll be there as well.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna be there.
All right. I'm pretty sure. Josh, are you going to be at Art Walk tomorrow? Nope. Nope. He disappeared. He just said, nope, F that. I'm out of here. I don't know what happened to Rick. There we go. Joshua, we got you? Nope.
All right. Well, I just paid.
Yeah, I did as well. Josh, are you there? Oh, I heard his mic for a second.
Yeah, it may take a while like once you join before you're starting to get audio. And
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, my phone wasn't working for some reason. I had to boot the laptop.
Gotcha. Josh, we got you as well?
He's he's mute. You're muted, Josh. Looks like.
Yeah, your mic is muted. It looks
Hello,
like.
can you all hear me?
Yeah,
There you are.
Hear you.
All right. Did we miss anything?
The only thing we talked about, we went through the finances. We went ahead. I went ahead and took care of my Mobile Makerspace dues. Dana did as well as Brian. And rent is going to be due not next week, but the week after, the 25th. So if anybody hasn't paid their dues, if they could go ahead and do that for March. We were just getting ready to get to the agenda. We were talking about Art Walk. Art Walk's going on tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there. I think Dana's going to be there. Rick, are you going to be there?
I'll be there.
Okay. Josh, what about you, man?
I'm gonna try to be there. I don't know how long.
Okay. All right. I think Rick, are you going to be running the laser cutter?
Yeah, sure, I can.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
out of town.
I think you're the only person that knows how to run the laser cutter.
Well, I'll get some demonstrations then.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Mhm.
I'd be more than happy to man the 3D printer, Dana, if you want to run the Shapeoko.
yeah, oh boy, wow. Woohoo!
I mean, you're more than welcome. I mean, if you want to bring down your vinyl cutter or your paper cutter or something like that.
I'm gonna put a pin in the call tattoo machine, and we'll
There
do
you go.
tattoos.
We'll just download some stuff off Thingiverse and tattoo it on people. We have the library this Saturday. Unfortunately, I have been told that I have to work this Saturday, so I will not be able to attend that. I was planning on being at the library on Saturday, but we got spring break going on, and that's kind of one of our busy times for IT. So
Yeah, we're gonna miss you.
yeah, it was sort of a last minute thing, so I won't be able to be down there tomorrow. I'd much rather be down there doing that than hanging out in Gulf Shores.
I can hear you.
I guess we're starting back up Retro Game Night the 16th, which will be the Monday following Art Walk. I think I'll definitely be down there. That's my normal scheduled time. Is anybody else going to be available for that Retro Game Night?
I'm gonna try to.
Okay.
I don't know, but maybe.
What did you say, Brian?
I'm booked up on Mondays.
Yeah, I figured you were. And so am I. I have class on Mondays.
All right.
I'll probably be down there for part of it.
Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, 2 people should be enough, and 3 people definitely we should be able to cover that. And then we're talking about April 18th for our open house / donor member appreciation. I think we should talk a little bit about what we plan on doing as far as sort of appreciating our donors and stuff like that. Do you guys have any ideas as far as what we can do? I know we had kind of talked about putting maybe like a plaque up on the wall. I think that would be a fantastic idea. I don't know if we can do that in the laser cutter or some other form of plaque. But it'd be cool to have sort of a something hanging up on the wall of people who sort of got the space up and off the ground.
I think it would be pretty fitting if we could figure out a way to use the laser cutter and then, I don't know, lacquer over that or something. I
Mm-hmm.
think that would be kind of fitting.
Definitely. I think that would be pretty cool.
Sounds good to me.
Do we need to I think we should probably order like some pizzas and have some drinks and stuff. Is everybody good with putting in a little bit of money to purchase some of that stuff?
Yeah, you can count me in.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I think we do like 10, $15 a piece should probably cover most everything, I would think.
Yeah.
As we get closer, I'll figure out what we need to do as far as where we're going to order pizza from and all that kind of stuff. Next up, we got project updates. We've got the woodworking bench. I know Josh has been working on his a little bit. Do you have kind of a planned completion date, or are you sort of what's your plans with the woodworking bench, Josh?
Well, so work on it whenever I can get down there and do it. I don't really know a completion date. Although it sounds good to have it. It sounds good to have it done in a month, but I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know really if you had any build days coming up, or some times, some official times we could post online that you'd be working on it. I know we had some of our members, Alex and some of those guys, were pretty interested in helping you out with that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
if there's a day that you're going to be working on that stuff, it'd be good to get that up maybe on the website. Maybe kind of show people what we're going to have once it's done, so that maybe if some people are interested in coming down and checking it out or helping out with it, they'd have. Do you have any days that you're planning on kind of working on it pretty heavily, or?
Mondays and every other Saturday are the best days.
Okay.
But
do you want to post that up on probably Facebook and maybe Google Plus?
Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
I mean, it's a yes, but I can't do the Facebook, so it'd have to be somebody else to do that. But it'd be on our account, I guess. Is that what you're talking about on the Makerspace account?
Well, I mean, I just in the Makerspace Facebook group, but you don't have to necessarily post it from the Facebook, the Makerspace Facebook. I mean, you could do it from your own account. I was just thinking as far as advertising to maybe try and get some people down to help you a little bit.
No, that sounds good. It's just really hard to commit it at the moment.
Sure, no worries.
Yeah.
Security cameras is up next. I've got all the static IPs and everything done for the cameras. The cameras are all hooked up to the server. The server's ready to receive the video feeds. The biggest thing for me is actually getting the cable pulled. I need to pick a Saturday. Excuse me. Probably. I don't know what I need to pick a Saturday. I don't know if anybody's available to help me kind of pull some cable. Those cameras that we have are not PoE, so I've got a sort of I've created a splice that will allow us, and I've got an extension cord to go up on the roof of the area right above Jeff's closet there with the power strip. So we'll be able to sort of power cycle the cameras all at once. My vision is basically to run that extension cord up from one of the internal power adapter or power outlets from inside that closet up to above the basically that little area right next to where the router is mounted to the ceiling, and have all the cameras coming back to that spot, and then be spliced in, splicing power and Ethernet going to the cameras. The big thing I just need help with is getting the cable run from the where the cameras are located currently, basically the old camera system was, and then I can work on Mondays. I can work on getting the rest of the power splices and all that stuff installed and everything. I don't know. Obviously, this weekend is out. The 21st. Is anybody available on the 21st to help me run some cable in the building?
I should be.
Okay, that'd be fantastic. I haven't seen the tall ladder around the building. Has anybody seen the tall ladder lately? I know the sort of the short ladder that we use to hang the drop ceiling has been around, but I have not seen like the big tall ladder, and we're gonna need that to run the. Was that Jeff's or was that somebody's?
Jeff would probably know whose it is.
Okay.
Probably Thomas.
All right, I'll shoot an email. Yeah, I'll shoot an email to Jeff right after this then, and find out what the deal is, if we can get that ladder available before the 21st. Doorbell. I need to check on that. I'll probably do that if we're going to be down there on the 21st. I'll probably run by. You said Lowe's carries that stuff, Rick? The sort of the wireless doorbell.
Yeah, Lowe's and Home Depot carry it.
Okay. I'll run by there and pick that stuff up on the 21st. We have signage.
Yeah, I checked out like was it Hobby Lobby, and the magnetic sign stuff is like super weak. I mean, just terrible weak. I don't know what it's, I don't know the 1 to 10, and it's a 1 on it. So I don't even know why they bother. I don't know what you use it. So I probably have to order it online. But I was going through just like different ideas about it, and was looking at other places, because it doesn't necessarily have to be the magnetic sign. It could be something that hangs like from the fence or something. But the only concern with the magnetic part was that, well, the door's got to be down. So I don't know.
I guess it's not going to be as important. Well, I guess on Monday nights, if you're there on a Tuesday when the Delta Bike Shop is open, having the door open, people sort of just wander in. They don't really have any qualms about stopping by the space. But I know that the nights where we have people stopping by, and especially during the winter time with everything sort of closed up, I don't like leaving the gate ajar too much, just because there are a lot of bikes and materials back there, and I know that some people have stopped by and then sort of poked around a little bit. Some people just have no problem with it. They'll just go ahead and bang on the door, and we let them in. But some people sort of like to stop by and get turned away because they think that either the space isn't open, or they're not comfortable with just sort of knocking on the door. I don't even know for sure whether that door is magnetic or not. That would be something definitely to check. But
I was thinking like another idea. If we're gonna put a doorbell, like if we stick a doorbell on that box, because there's like that enclosure, that weathered box that used to, was obviously some kind of doorbell thing before.
Right.
I mean, we could just stick some kind of sign around it, or build some sign around it saying, hey, with a light or something that just, push the buzzer. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, like, what's the sign on the door gonna say? Mobile makerspace push button.
Yeah, I mean that's true. And I think even if we don't decide to go with something that's magnetic, if we just did something like you're saying, if we do something that hangs off that fence that basically has a wire or an arrow pointing, like Makerspace open, ring the bell, or something like that with an arrow pointing towards the thing, then we can just use two hooks. Makes it easy to pick up and take down, as we're opening and closing the space.
Yeah, I was thinking like like something with hooks because I've got some laminate in the garage that could seal and stencil.
Okay, that's not a bad idea at all. I think that would probably work pretty well.
Whatever
Um,
happened to our signboards that we had?
I think I know at some point, you used to have the rumor union stuff on there, and I know Jeff had picked it up, and I think they were going to repaint them, but I haven't seen them back at the space since all that stuff kind of went down. So um, I don't know, to be honest.
Okay, because that'd be another thing is just stick the doorbell on the on the signboard or
Yeah, yeah,
something.
absolutely.
But anyways, I haven't made
Yeah,
any
and that
progress wise.
that
It's more of just
yeah.
like questions, and I was thinking, it may be just to stick a question on the Facebook group, like, hey, what do you think about such and such, just to get some kind of conversation and some engagement
That's
instead of
not a
just
bad
running with
idea.
instead of running with the first idea that somebody turns around and says, yeah, just put a stick a sign to the door.
Okay. Invoicing and member follow-up. Rick, have you tried to research the recurring membership buttons with PayPal at all?
We did when we first set it up. I'm not in charge of putting the PayPal stuff up there though. Um, I don't think that's what I was going to talk about. Was I think it was just writing a template for an email that's kind of like a newsletter like thing to
Oh yeah, yeah. I see. Yeah, I kind of mixed those two together. I was actually going to ask Brian about
the
the
PayPal.
recurring PayPal.
I I apologize, I have not, but I'm gonna start looking into it right this second.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. I just think, for me, it'd be nice to be able to set just a day of the month where it's going to come out of my bank account, and then I don't really have to worry about it. Um, and I think it would be just make it a little bit easier for some people to, in case, in a lot of cases, I just completely forget until we have these meetings and stuff. So. Yeah, no, for Rick, I have for you invoicing and member follow-up. I guess that's the like the newsletter and stuff like that.
Yeah, and an invoice. I'm going to write a template and kind of send it out to all of our members on the days that they usually pay, just as a reminder.
Okay. Yeah, I think probably since we pay rent on the 25th, if we safely say, we send something out on the 15th, that gives you 10 days, and it's sort of like in the middle of the month. Um, that might be a good time to send that out. I don't know.
Okay, 15th or around about. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a are you going to use the Mobile Makerspace website like a WordPress plugin to manage that, or what are you thinking?
I was actually just thinking of writing an email template and sending it out.
Okay, so it'd be like a manual process.
Yeah, a little bit more manual, somewhat. I mean, not like using a mailing list to do it.
Right.
Something writing a little bit more personal.
Gotcha. Um, you might want to look at, I mean, just as a thought. I mean, there
I'm
are
looking at
some.
plugins for WordPress, see if there's anything that will work.
Yeah, I think there's some stuff we can set up to where it'll automatically email stuff out and stuff like that. So, let's see. Classes and workshops. I've been thinking about and have been working with the owner of Lunatics and Company. She's really interested in doing a workshop where we kind of show people how to do some wearables and stuff like that. This will be sort of a quick and dirty Arduino workshop. Really what they're looking for is the ability to sort of come in with either garments or materials and get some consultation on how to integrate Arduino, so that we wouldn't be going through like the beginner Arduino workshop. It would be like sort of a very quick, trying to basically show them, the essentials on how to program, how the Arduino runs programs, and helping them sort of manifest what they have in their heads into an actual physical product. So I've emailed her a bunch of price lists and stuff like that. We're trying to get a kit together and then figure out how she wants to do it. She may go ahead and purchase the materials based on the feedback that she gets from people, or she may just sort of post stuff and let people pick up the kits on their own and then attend the workshop. So that's what I have on the books as far as trying to set up a workshop. I don't have a date yet. I would imagine she wants to do it fairly quickly, so I'd imagine it's going to end up being something probably in the first week or two within April.
Cool.
Doesn't Adafruit have like Gemma kits
Yes.
for wearables?
Right, and that's what I sent her. I actually sent her the links to the Adafruit wearables blog, their wearables project center, just to give her an idea of what's possible.
Okay.
And then we are planning on focusing on the Gemma and Flora, depending on sort of what their inputs and output needs are. And that's going to be one thing we're gonna meet a little bit and kind of discuss what the difference in the controller boards, difference in batteries, and sort of the requirements there, and so that she can deliver those. Because she does. I don't know if you guys have ever been to any of the fashion shows in Cathedral Square that they do, but she's the one that organizes all those fashion shows, and I would imagine they probably want to get some stuff together for one of those events.
Sounds good.
Does anybody else have any workshops that they're planning on hosting?
I'll try to shoot for one. I'm trying for the 11th for the 3D printing one.
Okay, April 11th.
Yeah, it could be 11th to the 25th. We had an email come in about 4-H wanting a presentation, or if we could do something with them. So I scheduled a presentation for the 20th. It's like a Monday for their club.
Yeah.
I'll go do, and so that'll put a fire under me to get material together.
Cool.
And to revamp it. So.
Are you gonna be doing it during the Makerspace hours, or is that gonna be like a daytime?
No, this is a daytime thing. They have a 4-H club. It's like arts and graphic arts, and they meet at like 10 o'clock at the Center for Living Arts.
Okay, cool.
And I guess whatever, it's the like middle and high school kids.
Nice.
So,
does anybody else have any classes that they want to start planning and putting together for spring? Nice. Sounds good. I mean, I would sort of encourage everybody to try to do, even if it's something really small, and not necessarily paid. I think in some cases, it's really more about sort of trying to make people aware that the space exists, that we have some tools available to them, even if it's a sort of a minimal charge workshop, something like $5, and stuff like that, or no charge, if as long as we think we can sort of start to maybe draw some interest to the space. I mean, I think that's the primary goal for this year, is really to try and get more people involved, and hopefully maybe they can do some workshops and take over some nights during the week and stuff.
Yeah. Dana had a really good idea of having that Fab Day, where we have a workshop like a safety and intro to the 3D printer, the laser cutter, and the CNC machine.
Right. Has Rich made any progress on?
He's given me some materials, and it's enough to get some kind of outline going at least. I'm going to try to work on that a little bit tomorrow.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I think like a Fab Day where we sort of you can come in, and we'll demonstrate some of the tools and stuff like that, and get people go through like a certification course where they can be certified to use laser cutters, Shapeoko 3D printer, and that kind of stuff.
I mean, that could be something we do, like the donor appreciation. If we just do like an open, if we do an open house and we do even just doing like, demos or something, and we're making stuff on it.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea to say, basically an hour before, sort of the donor appreciation ceremony, or I don't know how long it would take to go through all the material, but that would be fantastic to sort of say, like, if you come in this Saturday, you'll get sort of cleared to work, on basically all the machinery that we have in the shop. That would probably be, a pretty big incentive.
Just something we can get people. We're doing terrible at getting new people in and staying in.
Yeah.
We've had like 0 growth.
Yeah, no, I agree. We definitely need to sort of focus on increasing growth of the space. That's what I'm hoping with the workshop with Lunatics and Company, because she's got quite a few people that would probably be very interested in stuff like the 3D printer, the laser cutter. It's a lot of the sort of some of the people probably that were involved with the rumor union a little bit, and hopefully we can maybe pick up on some of those people.
Gotcha. I've got it's a little off topic, I guess, a tool that I was going to start bringing down at some point when we get a space set up or something for it. It's set up to do print screen, and it's the full deal. It's not just the like that. Like before, we had that big color station, and nobody ever used it or anything like that. I just traded a kayak for a two color station, and to have the station, the light emulsion table set up, and like everything to actually sit and do it right then and there.
See, now that is actually something, if you think about people that are trying to do local bands or local events or clubs or whatever, that will be something where basically if they pay, $50 a month, and then, or even just $50 for a month, and basically at that point they just have to pay for materials, that's going to be a lot cheaper for them to do something like that than it would be probably to get, maybe a run of t-shirts done or something like that.
Yeah, and I remembered hearing that from them as well. Like it's somebody joined the Hive, and then they're touting that they have the screen printer, but it turns out what they do have is the color station, but they don't have anything to do the photo emulsion and the development and the rest of it.
Yeah.
And like the heating, doing the flash drying and those kind of things. So yeah, we could put it in. We have to figure out where to put it and that kind of stuff.
I wonder how large is of an area would you need for something like that?
Um, I could figure it out. I have it on on a small shelf
Mm-hmm.
stored, and I could take it off. One of those those wire racks
Yeah.
that is probably about 36 inches wide, 18 inches deep, two levels. Like one level has the photo table, and you'd pull that out and set it on top of something, and then the other one is on the top is the booth, and then or not the booth, what do they call it? The color station, and then flash dryer.
Gotcha. I wonder if maybe we couldn't get some space on that back wall from Jeff in the other room outside the vault. Would that be some, like pretty practical, or were you thinking of somewhere inside the space?
I don't think it really needs to be in the room. It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be in our room. I mean, I think
I
it'd be pretty
think
obvious.
wasn't what I was told by Jeff a while back was that we were going to be able to use that whole room by the vault, or at least most of it.
Yeah. I mean and that's what I was gonna say is we should be able to if we've got something that we could actually put in one of those space. The biggest thing I think he doesn't want, and we don't either, is sort of that rumor union sort of started stacking up a bunch of stuff that they weren't using, and then
No.
we had to clear it all out. But something like that where it's a fully functioning t-shirt making stand where it's from beginning to end would probably be fantastic.
And that's something too we'd want to review. Like, are we actually using it, or is this just a friggin' waste?
Right.
Because if you're not, then if it's taking up space, then take it home.
Right. Exactly. All right. Well, that is it for the agenda. Did anybody else have anything off topic that they needed to present or talk about?
I have a quick update.
Okay.
Dana, I just emailed you the link or the code for the subscription buttons, and I got the payment from Patrick, myself, and Dana.
Awesome.
So that puts us at $362.52.
All right. So, Rick, Josh, I don't know whether you guys paid for March or not, but we were just sort of sending out a reminder. If you guys haven't paid for March, go ahead and try to. We all just did it just now, but before the 25th, if you haven't done March yet, please make sure you do that.
All right, I'll check and make sure.
Hey, Brian, are you coming this weekend at all?
I'm hoping to try to get down there on Saturday. It does not look like I'll be able to tomorrow.
Okay. I'll probably try to give it to you Saturday.
Okay. If not, we can meet up, or you can get with Rick, and I can get it from Rick.
Yeah. Okay.
If that's okay with Rick, also.
Yeah, no problem.
It seems like you could stick it in the, you guys could agree to a place offline at the
yeah, absolutely.
in the locked door.
Oh, I guess one other thing. I'm getting with Rick for tax filing information. I got an email from Diana at School Factory, and just reminding us to fill out our 990N. I'll get with Rick to do that because they recommend making sure to have our articles of incorporation together, so that if we need to get a if the EIN is rejected because for whatever reason, we need to have that on hand, and it could take up to 6 weeks to go through whatever they have, the hoops.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if you need any help with that, we'll definitely try and take care of that.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be any problem.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't made anything.
Yeah.
Makes it easy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for me. Does anybody else have anything?
Yeah, see y'all on Pie Day. Whoever
All
will be
right.
there.
Cool. Well, I will see.
Hungry, they're going to serve pie.
I will see most of you guys tomorrow then.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Have a good evening.